Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another Lego set review. This one is a little unexpected. I picked this up on sale. This is the Batmobile, the Penguin Chase. This is, if you didn't know, from the 2022 film, The Batman. And I loved the film. I will get it soon. And then I absolutely adored the Batmobile in this movie. It is very different. It is not your typical design. And this is the Lego version of it, the full-size version. I also have a review of the mini version, which you can check out. And I also have a couple other Batmobiles as well. This one, I think, it's there's a lot to this one. It might be my favorite. There's one Batmobile I have that I might like more, but anyway, this has two figures, retail for $30, and it comes with almost 400 pieces. So it's pretty good for the value. I picked this up for $25. It's a good deal. Before we take a look at the Batmobile, let's move it aside just a little bit. So we can take a look at the two minifigures. We get the Batman, of course, Robert Pattinson's version. And I decided to give him the unmasked head. You do get a specific Robert Pattinson Bruce Wayne head with hair as well. I love this. It looks so much like him. But you also get the standard Batman mask, which is the 2012 version. This is lame. I'm not a big fan of this mask. Let me rephrase that. I'm not a fan of this mask being used with this version of Batman. I am not a fan at all. They just reused it. They reused the same head, and it doesn't match his version. So I will do a minifig Monday on him, telling you why I don't like this version. But they do give you this Batman mask piece with it if you don't want to have him unmasked. But the detail is incredible. Just look, there is just stuff everywhere. You got the bat symbol, you got the different gadgets, you got the belt, the pads, straps, everything. It's great. You got the Batarang as well. This cape is great. It's a one whole cape. You can see the back printing is excellent. And he does have another face, very angry face. Of course, this version of Batman does get angry quite a bit. As I drop the hair and put it back, this figure is great. I especially love that they included the head and hair. It's so nice. It's so appreciated on my end. So that's Batman, of course, Bruce in the Batsuit. And next we get the Penguin. This is a very different Penguin. This is Colin Farrell's version. This is great. He does have a couple of guns. One is a standard gun, one is a bazooka with a new piece on the back. It's great. His suit is very nice. It reminds me of Tim Burton's aesthetic, which is not a bad thing in my book. It's very accurate to his version, not Tim Burton's, but Colin Farrell's version of the Penguin. He does have a couple faces, very slimy looking head, he's got an older character, got the slick back hairpiece, does a back printing and an alternate face as well, where he is confident. And there you go. That's the Penguin for you. Very nice figure. Very cool. I like the purple with the black. It looks very nice. And those are the minifigs that we get with this particular set. Let's move them aside so we can take a look at the star of this set, which is the Batmobile. It's a muscle car. This is not a Burton look Batmobile. It's not a Nolan version from the Dark Knight trilogy. This is not even Adam West's version. It's not even Ben Affleck's tank. It's a car. It's a normal car, which is cool. It's a different take. It's more realistic. The best part of this set is the back. We'll get to that in a minute. This only has really one play feature, and it's really well hidden. If you take a look at the top here, it's a little, come on, focus. Okay, there's the roof of the car, and you can see these pieces here. Well, you may notice a couple of bolts here. This does have spring missiles, and if you push these down on the hood, they fire, and they're very powerful, so be aware of that. What I like is that these missiles are silver instead of the normal color, red or green, which is really cool. Sometimes you get the orange ones, but most of the time it's just red and green for lasers. But in this case, it's almost like bullets which is really cool. This doesn't have this weaponry in the film, but I appreciate it being here in the set. Um, there are quite a few stickers. They add a lot. Most of the stickers are just rivets. So you can see at the front here, just some rivets, you know, some deep metal details. Most of that's here. You can see around the car, there's a lot of these rivets, you know. It's kind of a normal car, but it's been like kind of hobbled together from various muscle cars, which is really cool. And I really like it. It's a very simple looking model, but there's a lot to it. It feels like dense. There's a lot to this. I'm glad I finally picked it up. I was wanting to get it when the film came out, but yeah, you know, waiting is key, I guess. That's the only feature, the missiles shooting. Otherwise, it's just a good looking model. Yeah, it rolls fantastically well, as you may expect. The only thing I don't like is the underside. It's just tan. I don't really understand why it's tan, but that's fine. One thing I really like, I think this Batmobile is this model, this is the first Batmobile to have like fire piece, like effects everywhere. So Pattinson's Batmobile is fueled by nuclear fusion. At least that's what you know, that's what that's probably what it is. Anyway, um, this has a lot of fire pieces coming out. So at the top, you can see some fire flames jetting out of the front of this thing, all over the sides, and you've got the jet engine at the back looking awesome with this just so much mechanical detail. We'll get to that, the back. But you can see the jet engine firing this massive stream of plasma energy. It's so cool. And in the movie, it is fantastic. The Batmobile sequences are incredible, and especially in the theater. The sound design is amazing. Like the chase scene, all of it is awesome. And this reminds me so much of that. Um, but yeah, his Pattinson's Batmobile is very stripped down. It's very simple compared to the other Batmobiles, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's different in a good way, in my opinion. And this set captures that really well. To get inside, you've got this windshield. You just pop it off like that. And the detail is great inside here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Got a couple sticker consoles. You've got the steering wheel, seats for two figures. Yep, put two of them in there. You've got I don't know what that's called, like a T piece there in the middle. And then what's really nice is you got a spot for a batarang or two back here, right behind the headrest, which is great. And you got a clear piece back there, and you can see the windows here. It's very, very nice. Hopefully you can see that. The lighting is a little bit off, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And you can put Batman in there if you want to. I'll just put a figure in there just to give you an example of what a figure would look like if they're in there. And that's what they would look like if they're in there. And Batman has to like lean down a little bit just because of his ears. That's the inside, very nice. You can see a sticker up here for more rivets. But the best part of this set is the back. I mean, just look at this. You've got the red tail lights. You've got the gauge for the speed. You've got a shiny stud on here. You've got the flames coming out of the back. Even a printed piece right here as well. Look at all this detail. They could have left it out, but they didn't. It's just, there is so much going on in the back of this. I think this Batmobile has the most engine detail I have ever seen on any of them. And this, it goes for the Lego version too, because there's just so much going on with the back. I mean, you got these pipes, you got this here, you've got all these like hoses and even wand pieces being used, more stickers, and just this big old build. It is fantastic looking, just all of it. It works really well. And yeah, I mean, it's just really cool looking. I like the shaping on the sides as well. The back of this is probably the most bat-like. You can see the shaping of the back looks like a bat ears, which is really cool. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot to this that screams Batman. It's just a car that vaguely looks like a Batmobile. But yeah, One thing I find funny about this set, Lego calls this the penguin chase. It's not a chase. The penguin would just get run over. It's not really a chase. It's just a penguin would die if he if he doesn't, run fast enough. So, yeah, that's interesting. This was a very fun build. It was different. It was very different. Like, you're building the front of this first, and then you slowly get to the shaping of the back. But when you build the engine, it's so good. Like, it's so well put together, and it looks like amazing in my opinion. The back is the best part. Sorry if the lighting is changing. It's just it does that. But yeah, the back of this is incredible. Just the I don't know, it is perfectly designed. I have nothing really bad to say aside again from the underside color, which is a bit off. Otherwise, it's a great set. If you want a Batmobile and you're a fan of this movie and you want some good figures with it, it's great. It should be on sale now. It's been on the shelf for quite a bit. They're kind of making room for other Batmobiles to be released. I do think this is definitely one of the best ones in terms of the building experience and the look of it. And, you can play with it very nicely. And the missiles are very cool, very hidden. I appreciate the missiles being hidden is very nice because sometimes Lego just puts these missiles in and they look terrible, and then it takes away. But they're so well hidden that you kind of don't even know they're there. Um, the wheels are good. It's a good size too. It's a big model. Like it's not like a tiny thing, which I like. There's also the Technic Batmobile version of this and the mini scale version as well. So if you want some different options, there are those for you. This is like a good mid budget option. So if you don't want to spend too much money, but you still want a great like set, I think this is one of the best ones. And I love the look of this. This is just I'm very satisfied with this. It's great. Let me know what you think. Do you like this Batmobile? I know it's not everyone's favorite. I do think it is one of the better ones because it's a unique take. It's more realistic too, which I like. But let me know what you think. Do you like this? I do have another video that will be coming out on this, talking about the build itself, just like the design of it. And yeah, that'll be it for this review. Let me know what you think. Throw a comment below, good or bad, and I will see you for the next review, which will be very, very soon. Until then, take care, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.